People's Day in Catford, and I must admit I haven't been to People's Day for years. But there's been so much going on here today, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to meet with you. We've just watched Say No, the family perform, and I thought it'd be nice to get you down here, nice to get a nice interview in the sun. So thank you so much, because I know you've come from quite a distance today, so I really appreciate catching up with you.
No worries, pleasure to be here, it really is.
You've got a lot going on at the moment.
Yes, I have.
You've got a big show on Monday. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so Monday I'm going to be actually having a pre-album launch called Independent. That's the name of my new forthcoming album. And as well as that, when the pre-launch was put together for the album, I also got confirmation of an EP that will be signed to Expansion Records. So Expansion Records are one of the biggest soul labels in the UK, probably next to Dome Records. So they've signed an EP project with me, and that's going to get released on August 5th. So now the pre-launch has basically taken on another sort of energy, in as much as that I'm going to sing material from the new album Independent, but also the new EP, Expansion Records. But I'm not releasing the name of the EP just yet. I'm going to actually release it on the night, on Monday night. So people are welcome to come down to the Vortex Jazz Club, which is in Dalston, 11 Gillett Street, Dalston, N16, 8AZ. Tickets are only £10. You're going to see some really, really excellent acts, including myself. There's a lady called Taboo who's flown in specifically for this pre-launch from Germany, and another young lady from the UK called Jenni. So it's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
I'm actually excited because we're going backstage, so we're going to be filming your rehearsals and catching up with you throughout the whole day, and then catching the shows. That's so exciting. I'm so excited to be speaking to you because I went and done a bit of research on you, and you've done some really good gigs with a few artists. We're going back to the 90s. Tell us who you've been supporting over the last few years.
So over the last few years, I've supported people like Patti Labelle, Michael Bolton, Queen, the rock group Queen, and also Diana Ross. I look at that sort of that experience really as me developing my chops, as we say in the business, where I got the opportunity to work with a variety of diverse artists, very high caliber artists, from live recordings down to studio recordings, and just to kind of experience the touring with fellow vocalists, building harmonics, developing oral training. I'm also a vocal coach, so I understand the importance of developing the voice of the first instrument, and I kind of found it really, really, for me as an artist, it gave me the backbone that I definitely feel honoured to have right now in being a lead performance artist. So I'm using all of my experience to really kind of propel myself as an artist. In 2009 I released my debut album, and that did really, really well. It got the attention of a gentleman called Middleton, who's based in America. Now you might not know her, but you'll definitely know his production discography. He's produced for people like Mary J. Blige, Nas, Biggie Smalls, some old school artists like Phyllis Hyman, Teddy Pendergrass, Ann Nesby, Usher as well, Raheem DeVaughn. So he's actually produced the bulk of my album Independent. So I'll be singing some cuts from that album on Monday, July 15th at the Vortex, as well as singing some exclusive tracks from my EP, which I will release the name of on the 15th of July. So you have to come to be able to find out what it is.
So you're going to be you're leaving the country as well, aren't you?
Yes. At the end of July, I'm actually going to be going to Germany. I'm doing a project with Monitor, who's actually one of my guest support acts, on Monday. We're doing a project called Sister to Sister, and what's going to happen is our lives as vocalists, as singers, as songwriters, but also as vocal coaches will be documented. So they're going to be following our journey, looking at how we do everything from putting together our schedules for running, say, a vocal workshop, right down to what it takes to put on a live show, rehearsing. The project's also endorsed by Universal Records in Germany. And it's going to kind of cover a couple of months. So Monitor comes over, like I said, specifically today, specifically for my pre-launch on the 15th. And then at the end of July, I go to Germany to work on the Sister to Sister project. So quite a few things going on.
A lot going on. Now I had a sneaky look, and you're a vocal coach as well.
Yes.
Wow. How did that come about?
Vocal coach is quite interesting. I was actually doing a session, a reggae session, mind you, with a friend of mine, and he got a phone call, and they wanted him to dip because he's a vocal coach as well, and he couldn't do it. So he said, you know what, I can't do it, but I know someone that can. Her name's Bashiyra. And I was sitting there and I was like, so as he got off the phone, he said to me, B, I know you can do this because you're a trained vocalist in your own right. All you're going to do is basically relay that to your students. So the first actual session took place in South London, funny enough, at the Albany.
South London.
Yeah. So I did some sessions down at the Albany, and they loved it, and they asked me to come back. And I was kind of doing their vocal and songwriting programming for about 3 years. I had a group called Phase 9, which was a group of 9 vocalists, singers, all females. They were really, really good. In fact, we did Lucian People's Day. They performed in 2000. That was the year we did it. And I remember it because I'd just come back from America, from Atlanta. And as I landed, I think we had like about a week to kind of just top and tail the show.
So today has brought back the memory of your group.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I still see a couple of the singers as well. They've kind of branched out into other career paths, and it's lovely when I see them and they're like, wow, Bashiyra, you're still teaching, you're still singing, we're really inspired by what you've done. And I'm like, I'm inspired by what you guys have done because they gave me the opportunity to really facilitate my own vocal workshops and to kind of impart my knowledge and my wisdom and experience as a singer and as a songwriter to them, and they really absorbed it, and they did phenomenally well. They were one of the first actual soul R&B collective groups to actually sing at the Royal Festival Hall. Wow. So I'm really proud of that achievement as well. So,
well done to you.
Thank you.
That is a really, really good achievement, and also it shows you the work that you're capable of putting into other people.
Absolutely. And I think it's important that, you know, for me, I got a lot of my training and experience by being around some really top-class performers and artists, and I think it's important that we impart that to our younger generation. And so I love being a vocal coach. In fact, it keeps me on my toes. You know, as a current industry professional, I have to know my business and be able to impart that in a way to my students where they can understand it. And one thing I always say to them as well is, as much as you love the music, you love the creativity, know the business. It's not called the music business for nothing. You know, you have to understand the dynamics of the business so that you can keep yourself above the water.
Most definitely,
you know?
Most definitely. I think in with my show, we had Mad Sabre on, and actually we talked about things like that. Knowing who you're contacting. Don't just network with anybody.
Absolutely.
Find out who you're talking to. Find out who's going to be at the event.
That's right.
I had one day to research you, and I was there all night reading. So to make sure that I'm on top of my game, so when I'm speaking to you, I'm getting the best out of you as well. So we do. I agree with you.
Yes.
So where do you think you'll find? Where will you be 5 years from now?
Oh, I love the question. Right, okay, we ready for it? Okay, let me put my water down. I think in 5 years I will be visiting the UK. I don't think I'll be a resident here. I think I'll be living abroad, most definitely. I'll come to the UK because I think that there is some definite specifics in the UK that I can take advantage of as a singer. Yes. But I also would like to see the development of my creative arts organisation, which is called Empirical Arts. I'm going to be fusing that with a couple of individuals that are based in the UK. And we're looking at really the fact that in the UK right now, there needs to be a more stronghold hub of creative arts, from photography down to fashion, to singing, to music, to performing, to rap. The whole spectrum needs to really come up. And I'd love to be an individual within a group of individuals that are able to kind of unleash that vision. So for me, I'll always be in music. I've kind of had a couple of people approach me as well that want me to manage them, and management is quite an intense sort of like I don't know, area to get into. So for me, I know that if I did get into management, I would kind of take some time out from maybe my career as a singer so that I've got that time and energy to invest in that artist. But one thing I will definitely say is that, you know, I've come across the good and I've come across the bad. I know my business, I know the importance of communicating, I know the importance of integrity, which I think is very, very important in any business, integrity and building relationships, because that is what it's about. And nurturing people. I'm big on nurturing people as a vocal coach. That's my part of my remit, is to nurture. And so I just want to keep making music. In 5 years, I want to see some Grammys on my shelf.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
You know, and that can come come from anything because I'm a producer
Exactly,
as well.
so why not?
Exactly, as a
Why
producer,
not?
as an arranger, as a vocalist, as a singer, I act as well. So for me, it's about that different level of recognition.
Definitely.
You know?
I think I agree with you because even for myself, I've just taken on my first client because I do my own marketing and PR. So he's seen that and gone, can you take me on? So no doubt I will get a few more clients. Yep. No doubt I'll get a few more clients. But I also believe, like you, I've done acting, modelling, dance. I'm everywhere. I make sure I keep the link.
That's right.
I don't even wait. I just jump in and art straight away. Katrina contacted me. I was like, yeah, radio. I'm even going an hour early because my show's at 11. So I'm like, I've got an hour early. No problem. No problem. I jumped at the chance and then I just went in there and said, right, so can me and Mary come down and film because we're doing the road show? She was like, yeah. So it's all, to me, it's all good progress. I mean, I've even got you on colourful radio as well.
That's
so
right.
we have to keep, we have to keep, and as I was saying with Mary, behind every sister is another sister.
Absolutely.
And another sister and another sister. And that's what we're doing right now. And if that's what we've got to do, that's what we've got to do.
That's right. Keep just connecting. It just becomes stronger and stronger and brighter.
Yes, definitely. So where can everyone find your music?
They can go onto my website, which is www.bashiyra.com. I'll spell Bashiyra, B for boundless, A for absolute, S for success, H for happiness, I for inspiration, Y for you, R for resonance, and A for absolute. And that's .com. They can also go onto Facebook, Bashiyra the Voice on Facebook. On Twitter, Bashiyra the Voice, as in DA, because there wasn't enough letters to put THE. Yeah, just basically, I'm online. You can check me out online. It'd be great to have some of you guys also come down to my pre-launch happening on Monday, 15th of July, which is a couple of days away. It's at the Vortex Jazz Club. Tickets are only £10. The website for that is www.vortexjazz.co.uk. You can pay on the door as well, so come down. It's going to be a great night of live music and new music with quality artists. Fabulous. Live at People's Day, Jenni Steele, along with Bashiyra, the